Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Pro Wrestling Throwdown for the week of June 27th, 2021. This is Luke the Big Dog Williams. I'm Caleb Black, along with our in-studio producer, the mighty Max Fury, and it's time for Bracket 8 in the greatest Intercontinental Champion Tournament. Luke, you won last round. You called the coin toss, but I won the coin toss, so I defer.
All right.
Who is your first competitor in the final bracket?
Who is it, my man? Who is it?
Matchmas.
Matchmas.
The Miz.
Oh.
El Duce.
All right.
We'll take him.
It's
Go
actually
for it.
a really good one.
Yep.
The Miz. Probably the greatest modern era Intercontinental Champion. He took the Intercontinental title that was fledglingly on SmackDown that wasn't being used, and he used it to elevate the Intercontinental Championship to what it is today. The Intercontinental title was being left off pay-per-views, being left off SmackDown, and he took the belt in a promo with Daniel Bryan and said that this is my title, and I'm going to make this belt relevant again, and then went on to hold the title for over 280 days, defending every week. It's hard in this day and age to have a championship go 280 days, especially a main-level title like the Intercontinental Championship, and The Miz did it. Every time that The Miz has been Intercontinental Champion, it has been something to watch. He has made that title relevant. He has made the Intercontinental title one of the biggest titles in SmackDown or Raw or whatever the hell it is now.
All right.
Fair enough.
You ready, Caleb?
I'm ready, Daddy.
Pick number 80.
Lay it on me.
Hey, yo. It's Scott Hall.
Hey, yo.
That's going to be different.
All right.
Yeah.
Razor Ramon was the number 2 guy as Intercontinental Champion, the last person to genuinely earn the second highest rate of pay underneath the World Heavyweight Champion before guaranteed money came into the factor. When Bret Hart was making $1 million as World Champion, Scott Hall was making $750,000 on the low. Intercontinental Championship defenses include against guys like Kevin Nash, Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, Scott Hall. I don't believe he ever defended against Sid, but he would have if he were there while he was Intercontinental Champion. Also had one of the most notorious Intercontinental Championship ladder matches of all time against the Heartbreak Kid. You don't get bigger, you don't get better than the bad guy, Razor Ramon.
Good argument. A lot better than I thought it was going to be. That's a hard one to pick.
I can't make a rebuttal because I could and it would win it for my side, but I'm not going to do it. Because I can't, obviously.
No real explanations there. I think I'm going to go with The Miz.
Of course you are, because it was loose pick.
Well, no.
You're fine. Go ahead.
Scott Hall had a great run in his time, but there again, Miz is just as great of a run, if not better.
Better of a run.
There is absolutely zero way that's true.
Like Shelton Benjamin.
Scott Hall, Razor Ramon had the title twice. The Miz has had it 5 or 6 different times.
Okay, and how many matches at WrestleMania does everyone remember The Miz having won it?
He was the winner of the main
having
event
lost
of
it.
WrestleMania. How many?
Not while Intercontinental Champion. That doesn't count. We're talking about the Intercontinental title.
Oh,
this isn't about what else
so you mean the match that he lost?
Yeah,
at WrestleMania.
Right, and how many times was The Miz Intercontinental Champion on a WrestleMania card and won? Zero.
He won the Intercontinental title ladder match at WrestleMania.
There was no Intercontinental title ladder match at WrestleMania that The Miz won. There zero way. I will give you $10 of my own money if you can prove that. Google it right now.
But The Miz is still wrestling, and it could possibly happen.
Hold
on. You all hold on. This is fucking for real now. This is for fucking real. I'm going to make you prove your statement, sir.
Hold on.
Prove it.
Hold on now.
Can I, tag out and go home?
You may not. You started this shit.
No.
You started this shit. You're going to finish this shit.
I made a call. That's all I did.
It was the wrong call. I'm fighting about it now.
You do have a
no,
veto.
not till the next one.
You realize
we don't get a veto until the last bracket.
Doesn't matter. My decision stands.
I don't care. I want him to back up what he just said. These egregious lies about the Miz and the ladder match. That's what I want. I want the truth, Max. I want the truth.
You can't handle the truth.
Obviously not. All right, hold on. Continental title ladder match.
We're never gonna get this done.
At 32?
There it is, right there.
It was right there.
Who won?
Hold on, I'm looking.
Oh,
You are correct.
Thank you!
You are correct by a day.
That's fine. You said WrestleMania
That's right.
ladder match.
Zack Ryder
That's all
won
I
it, and then he beat Zack Ryder the next
That's
night.
all I needed.
You are correct. He is correct.
That's right.
Okay.
He
You all
correct.
heard it.
Moving on.
He is correct.
Uh-huh.
I don't care.
However, I still think it's the
Of
right
course he
decision.
does.
What we got next? I defer.
Caleb,
Yo.
Here we go.
78.
Yo.
William Regal.
Oh, shit.
Ooh.
Tasty. Oh, tasty. I love Regal.
I'll go with the 6-minute mark.
Yeah, that's fine.
William Regal is a multiple-time Intercontinental Champion, having defended against guys like Christian, Test, Tajiri,
Jericho.
I was going to say Jericho.
Yeah.
I don't believe he ever defended the belt against Finlay because I don't think he had the title when Finlay was there.
No, I don't.
But because they wrestled a lot when he was Lord Steven Regal.
Yeah, television.
But yeah. Either way, William Regal is a legend in the business. Wrestled with the modern day legends as of today, by today's standards anyway, and was one of the few people who actually got an Intercontinental title match at a WrestleMania, which they didn't happen a whole lot in that weird period between 98 and 2006. So, William Regal, Intercontinental champ.
Yeah.
Kind of what you want. He was one of the older Intercontinental champions, though, on the latter side of things.
He's been old his whole career, though.
Yeah. So take that for what you will.
2, by the way. Just Jericho 1 year, and then Rob Van Dam the very next year. Damn good matches, too, by the way.
Yeah.
Best matches of those 2 WrestleManias, in my opinion. Who do I got, Max?
Number 4. Big E.
Oh.
I thought we already did Big E. No, that was for the
other
World's
tournament.
Greatest Tournament. Yeah. For the GOAT tournament.
Big E, while one of my favorite wrestlers on television today, one of the most charismatic wrestlers on television today, has only been Intercontinental Champion once. While only Intercontinental Champion once, he had managed to capture the imagination of the WWE Universe as being Intercontinental Champion. They pushed and pushed and pushed for him to get a singles championship. The Intercontinental was probably the biggest championship without being the main level guy that you could put on somebody at this point in his career. While he is yet still young and hungry, I don't think he'll ever go back to the IC title picture because I believe that they're moving him towards top level. His matches as Intercontinental Champion were great. His matches with Sheamus, fantastic. Matches with Cesaro were fantastic. And his matches with Apollo Crews were top-notch. The Mania match kind of sucked. But as Intercontinental Champion, I mean, there's really not a whole lot to say because he hasn't been champion much.
What's that?
I mean, great Intercontinental Champion, don't get me wrong, but...
Was he not Intercontinental Champion like 7 or 8 years ago after Ziggler?
Yes, but he only held it for like a month and a half.
I'm sorry to say, I know he's had more than one Intercontinental title run.
I was going off the main level one because, he held it for like a month and a half. Yeah. And I don't really remember of note anyone that he really wrestled that whole time.
Yes, he did have a great run with when he held it. Overall, though, I think I gotta go with William Regal.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
I really remember him.
Yeah. He was.
Just hold off on it.
Don't use it.
No, I was going to say it was that weird period where he was also European champion.
Yes.
So they get mixed
up. With the Tajiri and all that shit makes sense.
I remember being a kid and William Regal being, the guy from another country, basically coming as he was
walking around like this.
Had the power of the punch and had the brass knucks.
And to hold the Intercontinental Championship, that it felt like it meant something.
Yes.
We'll come back to that because I agree with that sentiment.
Yeah, for sure. Also, he was the only person I remember to ever be champion and king of the ring at the same time.
I think you're right.
Because he was Intercontinental Champion when he won the King.
That's when he had that long straggly hair and was doing a lot of crack.
Yep.
Smoking a lot of crack. All right, who I got next?
Are you going first or you defer?
I'll defer.
All right, who I got next?
All right.
I got top bunk.
Just William Regal in there smoking crack, defending the Intercontinental title.
No wonder Tajiri went back.
That's right.
What we got?
Ooh, yeah, brother. Yeah, number 7. The Macho Man Randy Savage. Yeah.
Would you like to defer whoever you have? Because
Yeah, well,
if
let's
you
see.
put him out, it's going to just
Let's see
destroy
who
you.
it is, because it could be somebody.
All right.
They
Macho
killed me
Man
to do
Randy
that.
Savage. The Intercontinental Championship was the first major championship that the Macho Man Randy Savage held as the Macho Man. Thank you for that. His match as Intercontinental Champion. We'll talk WrestleMania Intercontinental title matches. This is what we're going to talk about. WrestleMania 3, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat at the Pontiac Silverdome in front of 72,000 people was the best match in WrestleMania history today, in my opinion, and a lot of people's opinion.
I don't think anyone.
Match was flawless,
Yeah.
and at the end of the day, he not only passed the torch, which elevated him to Hogan and the Heavyweight Championship. The Macho Man is Intercontinental Champion. Go to YouTube. Do me a favor. Go to YouTube. Type in Macho Man promos. Tell me how many you find that he isn't holding the Intercontinental Championship belt in his hands.
Cream of the crop.
All I need to say.
That's the top.
And I'm right.
You're right. 100%.
Every promo.
I have no argument.
Oh, man, I had forgotten about Macho even still being in this tournament.
Yeah, buddy.
Right on.
I really wanted that one. I blew my load on Double J. Story of his life. What you got, baby?
How I Stole Kurt Angle's
Well,
Woman by
that's
Jeff
what
Jarrett.
you got. You got number 72. The Game, Triple H.
Oh,
man.
shit. Up against Mach? All right.
It's going to be a difficult one.
All right.
It's going to be a difficult one. I hope I get to rebuttal what you rebutted to me in the last tournament.
It's the consistent argument made with Triple H that he was Intercontinental Champion, having defended it against the Attitude Era superstars. So we can sit here. It's the same argument always being made. It should be noted, however, that he became Intercontinental Champion and then almost immediately transferred into the world title picture. So, yes, he was Intercontinental Champion, but I'll be honest, I only remember a handful of those matches, and I don't remember them in succession to where I can make a valid argument for it. I believe he was in a ladder match with
The Rock.
As I say, the Rock for the Intercontinental title. That's all that I really remember about it.
Not to sway the judge either way.
Yeah.
The Intercontinental title matches that I remember from Triple H is when he was the Blue Blood, and he had Mr. Perfect in his corner, and he wore the white Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah.
That was way before the Triple H game thing.
Yeah, that's back. Then.
As far as the game, you're right. I wrestled The Rock and Stone Cold numerous times for it.
Yeah, but it never went anywhere beyond that. He never had an outstanding.
Well, he transitioned so fast that the business had to do that.
Honestly, he had a better run as the European champion than he did as the Intercontinental champion, in my opinion.
I gotta say,
right.
Luke, your argument was very passionate. Caleb, your argument sucks.
Yeah. No,
for sure. I mean,
I'm not even going to argue that fact.
No, we're gonna put Macho through.
Good.
Yeah,
Good choice.
like I said earlier,
Macho Man, yeah.
with the promos. If you type in Macho Man promo, he always had the intro.
Well, and again, I'm sure that I could sit here and break down every single fucking match he had in the Attitude Era, but it's always the same thing. He wrestled Stone Cold and The Rock and the blah blah blah. That doesn't mean he was a great Intercontinental champion.
Right.
It means that he had the best opponents he could possibly get.
Correct.
And that's a different thing.
I totally agree, 100%.
All right.
If he'd held the belt for 2 years straight against those guys, that would have been a different
That would have
story.
been different. Yes.
Luke, you took that one.
Yes. We still have another first round match.
Yeah, one more.
Last one.
All right. I'll defer.
All right, Caleb.
Yo.
This is gonna be a good one.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to this one. You get number 75.
Jess Harvey.
Yes.
Oh, Daniel Bryan.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
That's a double-edged sword.
Yeah. Daniel Bryan was Intercontinental Champion almost immediately after returning from the firing that he suffered under the hands of the WWE for his actions on NXT or whatever the fuck. Coming back after having captured his first Intercontinental Championship as a singles competitor on the Raw brand when it was still on Raw, defended it against CM Punk. Oh, God. Like his first 2 title defenses. I don't remember. Point is, he's held the Intercontinental title multiple times, and even now, as an active roster member, could take the Intercontinental title championship again, should he decide to come back to the ring. Did have high-profile feuds with Kofi Kingston for the Intercontinental title that predates their heavyweight title feud. Defended the Intercontinental Championship against Randy Orton at one point in time. Defended the Intercontinental Championship against Dolph Ziggler in an incredible series of matches. Has wrestled the best that today's stars have to offer and has maintained the fact that he is a viable Intercontinental Champion.
Fair enough.
Probably not much more of an argument you can make about it.
No, well, being the fact that his most high-profile Intercontinental title match, or Intercontinental title run, was ended with the concussion and shit.
Yeah.
But those Dolph Ziggler matches you were talking about,
Or some of the fucking best.
Actually, that's what caused the concussion in the first place. What I got, Max?
Some of this kid's
All right.
Is that cotton candy?
This is going to be real interesting here.
I'm eating my son's
Number 42. The head of the table and your tribal chief.
Oh, damn.
Roman Reigns.
Worth noting that Roman Reigns just defeated Daniel Bryan for another belt.
All right. Roman Reigns. Well, nowadays, people know of him as the tribal chief, and in the beginning, they knew him as the Shield. And as the Shield, he was a tag team champion with Seth Rollins. Everyone figured that he was going to be the tag team guy and the muscle of the Shield, and he was the muscle of the Shield. Once getting out and breaking away from the Shield was when he won his first Intercontinental Championship, proving beyond the shadow of a doubt that he could hold a singles championship in professional wrestling in this day and age. The Intercontinental title that he held, he wrestled bangers against The Miz, Alex Riley, the Goon Squad of, I can't think of their fucking names, but the Goon Squad. Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose. I mean, you name it, he's wrestled up against these people. His Intercontinental title reign, I think he held it more than once. He held it 3 or 4 times. Could be wrong. 3 at least.
I remember him holding the U.S. title a lot.
The U.S. title as well. Yeah. His defense of the Intercontinental title against The Miz on the Raw's 25th anniversary or 250,000th episode, however the fuck it was.
Was that the one where they did the simulcast?
Yes.
Okay.
Put a perfect ending to a show that was lackluster at best. Roman Reigns used the Intercontinental title to spring rocket himself to future gold as being a main level contender. That's what the Intercontinental title is supposed to do for you. It's supposed to elevate your career. And as of right now, if you see him as a tribal chief, the Intercontinental title got it there.
I agree. That's good armor.
It's not a bad one.
It's also worth noting. Well, I'll save it in case I use it later. But.
See, that's both strong arguments.
They're
both are viable Intercontinental.
Yes.
Overall, wait, I
tend to think you got that.
I almost hate to do it, but I think I'd kind of go with Roman Reigns.
Really? Who? Well, I mean,
see, here's my thing.
But
with you mentioning that he beat Daniel Bryan for another championship.
Well, here's my thing. When you think the Intercontinental Championship, you think Daniel Bryan. You think someone like Daniel Bryan. But you think he could still...
Yes, but I also think Roman Reigns.
No, see, but here's my argument. You think that Bryan could still just be the Intercontinental Champion. Roman used the Intercontinental Championship to do what the Intercontinental Championship is designed to do, to get you to the next step. Bryan was world champion, but Bryan's an Intercontinental title type of guy. Does that make sense? I'm not trying to be disparaging.
No. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I really do.
Yeah.
But like I said, with the Intercontinental, putting the title reigns against each other and how they were used,
then that's a difference.
I can totally see the Roman Reigns over Daniel Bryan.
So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I totally agree.
Yeah. No, I know exactly what. Yeah.
With Reigns on that.
So it's who
the
was
Miz
it?
And William Regal,
Miz,
Savage, and Roman Reigns.
Oh,
nice.
Oh, can I just quit now and just let's do Macho Man as the tournament winner and just be done with it?
You got the Miz and Regal now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got the Miz.
I'll let you go first, bro. I won that one, so I'll defer. However you want to do it.
William Regal fucking rocks, man. One of the best Intercontinental.
Is that it?
One of the greatest Intercontinental champions because he was actually an Intercontinental superstar. And one of the only foreign Intercontinental champions who had the opportunity to defend the Intercontinental title on his home soil, which in and of itself is super dope.
Yeah,
because he had like 3 title defenses in the UK on some of their tours, and really him and only I think Bulldog got an opportunity to do that when the Intercontinental title was specifically put on a lot of African American and foreign nationals to give the title some of that international relevance. Not a lot of superstars got to actually explore that option. William Regal was fortunate enough to do so. Also, William Regal fucking rocks, man. Fuck The Miz.
There's not a lot of argument there, honestly. The Miz.
There's a really good part of this argument I hope you use, because if not, I'm just going to give it to you. Go ahead.
Okay. The Miz, coming in from being a nobody in professional wrestling, wasn't allowed to dress in the same locker rooms, wasn't allowed to do this, wasn't allowed to do that. Became relevant as a tag team wrestler with him and The Miz. Used the Intercontinental title as the bridge between the tag team career and the main level stuff. Although The Miz, in my opinion, when I think championships on The Miz, the Intercontinental title is the belt I think of. I don't think of the WWE Championship. I don't think of the tag team titles. I think of his reigns as the Intercontinental Champion.
I think this was U.S. too. That's just me.
No, well, yeah, that's a U.S. title tournament argument.
Yeah, that's fair.
The Intercontinental Championship matches that he's had against Dolph Ziggler, funny how he keeps being brought up in this, were also some of the best Intercontinental title matches on SmackDown in the last 10 years.
Yeah.
And once again, Dolph Ziggler. But why the fuck ain't he winning this tournament? Anyway, The Miz, I'm not going to go against William Regal in any of this speech because I fucking love William Regal and he is the fucking shit, man. But I'm just saying The Miz come from nobody, became somebody, and it was because of the Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah.
Was that your argument that you were
No, but if The Miz is going to go through and I might end up having to use him, I'm going to save what I was going to say.
Good point. Yeah, because I give it up Macho Man.
Well, no, it wouldn't.
That's my.
If The Miz loses now, I'll give it.
That's my meal ticket.
If I use it.
I got a guy. I know I would go with your guy.
I gotta go with The Miz.
He's the queen with the crowd.
You gotta go with The Miz?
No, that's cool, because I got a good argument for it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what he wants to see.
I
I see how this is. I see how this is. Okay. Yeah, sure. So you won. Which means I
argued Regal. You won.
Oh, I won.
You won.
I get to pick who he gets.
Yes.
You get Reigns.
Okay.
For sure. I don't want to give up Macho Man.
Okay.
Also, I'm going to let you go first.
I defer. I flip my coin over because there's no way Roman Reigns was a better Intercontinental Champion than Macho Man, and I'm not wasting my fucking time.
Okay. So I'll get my minute to do what I want with?
Yep.
Give me some Macho Man impressions.
Cup of coffee in the big time. Yeah, dig it. Listen here. So I hear we're going to do a little something special tonight. Maybe we will and maybe we won't. Are you sure that snake's fixed?
God damn it.
The Intercontinental Heavyweight Championship of the world. Yeah, dig it. There you go. Cream of the crop. Cup of coffee and a big.
Okay, time. I mean, that's unanimous, I'm sure.
I wasn't going to argue that.
I wouldn't have.
I'm not even sure The Miz can beat.
I'm not even sure you should even attempt it. But
no, but there's an argument I want to make because I think it's interesting. I think it's an interesting argument.
Okay, well, I won that, so go.
While The Miz was Intercontinental Champion, Brock Lesnar was an absentee world champion. And The Miz forced the office to make sure the Intercontinental Champion was displayed on almost every single Raw as the main championship while Brock Lesnar was away getting paid to do nothing. The Miz defended that championship on almost that entire 3 to 4 month span of time. In between Brock showing up and defending his belt when he felt like it, The Miz defended the belt every single night because he had to. And it's also worth noting that during that period of time, ratings were sustained at over 1.2 million for that entire span because The Miz was the most the most must-see wrestler in the WWE, bar none. As Intercontinental Champion, he filled the absence of the World Champion and made that belt matter even more. And led into a hell of a feud with Roman Reigns. So, sure. That's just the argument I wanted to make. I think that's an important thing to think about.
It is. I wasn't going to use it until the final, but I'm glad.
Well, that's why I had to use it, yeah.
I'm glad that you brought it up because it makes sense. Now I'm going to go with the Macho Man and completely destroy the Miz. The Macho Man, I'm kidding. There's really only one argument that you can make for the Macho Man at this point without just getting into splitting hairs. And that is, yes, the Macho Man was a World Heavyweight Champion, and a lot of people remember the World Heavyweight Championship reigns.
That's right. As long as Elizabeth doesn't go outside.
But with the Intercontinental title and you talking about the absentee Heavyweight Champion, when it comes to The Miz, Hulk Hogan was the Heavyweight Champion when the Macho Man was the Intercontinental Champion.
That's right.
And anyone who's seen a Hulk Hogan match knew exactly what they were going to see. It was just like he wasn't even there.
The mega power.
It's the same aspect. Macho Man as Intercontinental Champion was putting on bangers, while Hogan was wrestling Andre the Giant in front of all these people that should have been the match of the fucking century.
Agreed.
And yet, anyone who has ever put that WrestleMania match up in any opinion, that was the match.
That's one of the only people to get a decent match out of the Ultimate fucking Warrior.
Oh my God.
Which a lot of people forget
Yes. Well, Ultimate Warrior, he had a hell of a feud with Jake the Snake. Had a hell of a feud with Honky Tonk Man.
His feud with Jake the Snake should go down as probably the best Intercontinental title feuds ever.
One of the best Intercontinental title feuds.
I don't disagree with
so I'm going to rest my argument on the rivalries and the fact that while Hogan was champion, getting all of the thunder and accolades, the Macho Man was the dude who was putting asses in seats and making matches relevant for people like us to go back this many years later and be like, that was a banger.
I have no disagreements with that choice.
That's my time.
Hard argument.
And I'm not going to rebuttal because I don't need one.
Almost 30 minutes long.
Yeah?
That's dope. I hope it fucking uploads.
Oh, it will. Hear that, YouTube?
I'm kind of surprised here, but I'm going to go with the Macho Man.
Oh, I'm not. That's a great pick.
It is a great pick. Yeah. Even though what you said about The Miz was also fantastic.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, so the Macho Man rounds out the top 8.
Macho Man takes the final place, y'all. We now have our final bracket for the Intercontinental Title Champion tournament ready, set, go for next week, along with our ECW One Night Stand watch along. So
we'll have Randy Savage, Shelton Benjamin, Kurt Angle, Shinsuke Nakamura, Owen Hart, Stone Cold Steve Austin,
Kane,
The Rock, and Kane.
There we go, y'all.
Wow.
It's going to be dope. Make sure to find us on Facebook at facebook.com/Pro Wrestling Throwdown. Follow us on Twitter at Pro Wrestling TD. Send us an email at ProWrestlingThrowdown@gmail.com. Leave us a comment down below after you like and subscribe, and stay tuned because I think we got one more video this week.